Guys, welcome back to another video for distance learning. Woohoo! I don't know if you care, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Another baby update, baby bump update. I have 2 weeks left until my due date. Baby's almost here. All right, here's what baby looks like right now. Big belly, big belly, big belly. I wanted to show you guys something my mom made. She's kind of crafty. She made little onesies. Taco Bell, cute. And this one, hopefully you appreciate. My baby's gonna be the nerdiest baby ever. Okay, so today we are learning about surface area of cylinders, cones, and spheres. And I think they're a little easier because there's just formulas. So it's not as much work as finding the surface area of prisms because we don't have to like draw out every shape or anything. We just plug numbers in. So let's get into it. Hi there, students. Today we are learning about the surface area of cylinders, cones, and spheres. So let's talk about what a cylinder is. So a cylinder is a shape that has two circular bases. I have great handwriting. And the nice part about all of these shapes for today is that we actually have formulas. We don't have to break it apart like we did with the pyramids and prisms. We can just use the formulas. So the formula for a cylinder is 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi rh. Now, instead of breaking it apart, I need you guys to make sure you understand what each piece represents in the shape, because when we get to next week, we're going to have to break it apart, and sometimes you'll only be finding the surface area of the curved surface or the circle on top, who knows. So this 2 pi r squared hopefully looks a little familiar with some of the formulas that we already know. 2 pi r squared, so the pi r squared, hopefully that's familiar to you as the area of a circle. And then the 2, because there are two circles. There's the top circle, and then there's the bottom circle. So that's what the 2 pi r squared comes from. It is from the two circles. And then the 2 pi rh is actually the curved surface that goes around the shape. Like if you think of a soup can label, like the paper that goes around the outside of a soup can. So it's the curved surface. So it is important that you guys know what each part represents, like that this first part over here represents the two circles and that this part represents the curved surface. Okay, so we're going to try this example. We're going to start with the formula, 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi rh, and we're going to plug in what we know. Hopefully we remember that the radius is the distance from the center out to the edge. So if the whole thing is 12, our radius will be 6. And then our height is the distance between the two circles, so that's 9. So now I've got my calculator up, I'm just going to type it in. So 2 pi, remember the pi is right there, 6 squared plus 2 pi, 6, 9. I just kind of typed it in exactly how I had written it. And I get 565.49. Round it to the nearest hundredth. And our units, meters squared. I'm done. Go take a break. Pause the video here and take a break. It's good to take breaks. The next shape we've got here is the cone. So the cone has one circular base. And I think a lot of us know what a cone looks like. We've eaten enough ice cream in our lives, I'm sure. Or maybe you haven't, who knows. Anyway, the formula for a cone is pi r squared. That represents the circle on the bottom. And then the curvy part, which if you unfold it kind of looks like a big slice of pie, is pi r l. And then I just need to make a note here. L is called, it's cursive R, L. I don't know why. Don't ask me. I don't know. It's the slant length, which is the slanted part. This slanted part right here. Okay, so again, making sure we know what these pieces mean. This is the circle. And this is the curved surface. All right, so if we do our example, we'll start with the formula. And now we're going to plug in what we know. We know the radius, again, half the distance here. It's not always gonna, you're not always gonna take half of whatever I give you. Sometimes I will only give you the radius. So just be careful about that. You don't always have to divide whatever is here by 2. And then our slant length is 19. Okay, again, I've got my calculator here, so I'm gonna type in what I wrote. Got 471.24 square meters, and I'm done. Our last shape is called a sphere, and you guys, a sphere is just basically a 3D circle. If you are bored and you have time, look up on YouTube the movie Flatland. It's kind of nerdy, but I really kind of like it, so feel free to look that up on your own if you are bored and you want to watch something kind of mathy but kind of entertaining. It's the story of a 2D shape that somehow finds himself in a 3D world. All right, so the formula for a sphere is 4 pi r squared. Easy. And you don't even have to worry about what part it is because it's the whole thing. So again, 4 pi r squared is our formula. So I'll do 4 pi. And our radius here is actually just 5. I don't have to cut it in half because it already is only half of the distance across. All right, so I've got my calculator. I'm going to type it in. And I get 314.16 about centimeters squared. All right, so go ahead and try the assignment now. If you have questions, let me know either through email or stop in my office hours or email me so that we can set up a time for office hours if they don't work for you. All right, I miss you guys. I will talk to you later.